Imagine if a pinch of kitchen salt could dramatically alter your life's course. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? Yet, today we're going to explore exactly that. We will delve into the astonishing advantages of salt and reveal how placing it in your shoes can lead to an unexpected personal evolution. You're likely thinking, salt in shoes? What's the point? It's a valid question and admittedly sounds a bit peculiar at first glance. However, by the end of our time together, you'll realize this isn't just some strange fad, it's a profound journey of self-discovery and healing that you absolutely won't want to miss. So, let's begin by understanding why something as ordinary as salt could possess such a deep impact on your existence. Firstly, salt holds the distinction of being one of the most ancient and universally utilized substances on our planet. For millennia, civilizations have harnessed its power for diverse purposes, from preserving sustenance to mending injuries. Its inherent qualities are nothing short of miraculous, yet it's so commonplace that we often overlook its significance. But that's not all. Salt's influence extends beyond its functional applications. Across numerous cultures, salt is revered for its spiritual and energetic attributes. It's believed to purify environments, repel negative influences, and even ground both the mind and body. This brings us to the intriguing concept of placing salt within your footwear. We all experience periods of feeling overwhelmed, depleted, or simply lacking motivation. Whether navigating a demanding workday, balancing family commitments, or simply feeling adrift, these challenges can truly weigh us down. It's easy to become trapped in a cycle of stress and weariness, feeling as though escape is impossible. Sometimes, all we require is a gentle nudge to help us recalibrate and revitalize. Now I'm going to tell you the most important thing. This is where salt enters the picture. The idea of putting salt in your shoes might initially seem outlandish, but it's definitely worth considering. Picture a solution as simple as a sprinkle of salt in your shoes, something that could potentially transform your mindset, alleviate stress, and even elevate your overall sense of well-being. So, what's the real magic behind salt? As we touched upon earlier, salt has been employed for centuries for a vast array of reasons. It's far more than just a flavor enhancer or a food preservative. Salt possesses grounding properties that can genuinely aid in centering your energy and clearing mental clutter. In numerous spiritual traditions, salt is used to establish protective boundaries, cleanse spaces, and absorb detrimental energies. When placed in your shoes, it's said to perform precisely this function, to soak up negativity and foster a sense of tranquility. Think about it, each day we walk through life burdened by worries and pressures. But what if you could carry a small pocket of serenity with you wherever you go? By placing salt in your shoes, you're essentially creating a miniature, mobile sanctuary of calm right beneath your feet. This seemingly insignificant act can yield profound results. For starters, it can reshape your perspective. When you walk with salt in your shoes, it's akin to carrying a tiny Zen garden, constantly prompting you to remain grounded and present. The subtle sensation of salt beneath your feet can serve as a gentle yet potent reminder to stay connected to the earth, to release tension, and to concentrate on the present moment. Over time, this practice can contribute to stress reduction, anxiety relief, and an enhanced overall sense of well-being. It's a small adjustment, yet one that can significantly impact how you navigate your daily existence. To truly illustrate this, allow me to share a brief anecdote. There once lived a woman named Sarah who felt perpetually swamped by the frenetic pace of her life. Juggling a high-pressure job, family responsibilities, and personal hurdles, she constantly felt like she was running on fumes. She struggled to find equilibrium and often felt utterly drained by day's end. One day, while browsing online, she stumbled upon the notion of putting salt in your shoes. Initially, she dismissed it as somewhat absurd, yet she was desperate enough to try anything for relief. So, she sprinkled some salt into her favorite pair of sneakers and went about her day as usual. To her astonishment, she began to feel lighter, as if a burden had been lifted from her shoulders. With each step, she felt more invigorated and focused. By week's end, she had not only conquered her to-do list but had also rediscovered joy in the simple pleasures of life. The seemingly insignificant act of putting salt in her shoes had a cascading positive effect on her entire life. It wasn't just about the salt itself, it was about reclaiming her inner peace and transforming her reality. Watch to the end and you'll find out the most important thing. The concept of utilizing salt in this manner isn't solely about resolving an issue, it's about tapping into something deeper within ourselves. It's about recognizing that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most potent. In a world that constantly bombards us with information, stress, and obligations, it's easy to disregard the small things that can make a big difference. But when we take a moment to embrace something novel, something as straightforward as putting salt in our shoes, we open ourselves to new possibilities. We grant ourselves the opportunity to reset, to reconnect with what truly matters, and to discover serenity amidst chaos. As we delve further into this practice, it's crucial to understand the underlying principles. Salt is a natural crystalline substance deeply connected to the earth. Its grounding qualities are believed to harmonize the body's energy, fostering a sense of stability and calmness. In numerous spiritual traditions, salt is employed for purification and protection. When we place salt in our shoes, we're creating a shield against negative influences, helping to maintain mental clarity and focus. The physical sensation of salt beneath the feet also serves as a constant reminder to remain grounded and present. This can be particularly beneficial in today's fast-paced world, where it's easy to become swept up in the whirlwind and neglect self-care. The important thing is ahead. However, the advantages of this practice extend far beyond grounding. Salt is not only valued for its spiritual symbolism but also for its practical attributes. Renowned for its capacity to absorb moisture and toxins, salt aids in keeping your feet dry and comfortable, minimizing discomfort during your daily activities. This seemingly minor and simple act of placing salt in your shoes can significantly enhance your overall well-being. By maintaining dry, comfortable feet, you elevate your physical comfort, which in turn positively impacts your mental state, enabling you to navigate life with greater ease and tranquility. Now, you might be wondering how to actually integrate this practice into your daily routine. The process of putting salt in your shoes is remarkably straightforward and accessible to anyone, regardless of their familiarity with Zen practices. Begin by selecting a pair of shoes you wear frequently, such as your favorite sneakers, work shoes, or any pair that feels comfortable. Take a small pinch of salt, coarse sea salt is particularly effective, and sprinkle it into the soles of your shoes. Ensure the salt is evenly distributed, creating a thin, consistent layer that covers the shoe's bottom. You don't need a large quantity, just enough to feel the subtle presence of the salt as you walk. Once the salt is in place, slip on your shoes and continue with your day as you normally would. You can choose to leave the salt in your shoes for just a few hours or keep it in all day, depending on your personal preference and the degree of spiritual cleansing or grounding you feel you require. This simple ritual can be seamlessly woven into your daily rhythm, offering both physical comfort and spiritual equilibrium as you navigate your day. As you move through your day with salt in your shoes, take a moment to connect with your body and mind. Notice the sensations beneath your feet and how they subtly influence your overall mood and energy levels. Do you sense a heightened sense of grounding, as if you're more connected to the earth with each step? Perhaps there's a newfound calmness, a feeling of being anchored amidst the chaos of daily life. The effects of this practice may be subtle initially, almost imperceptible, but with consistent application, you might begin to perceive a shift in how you approach your everyday experiences. The salt acts as a gentle yet powerful reminder, encouraging you to remain present and mindful throughout the day. It aids in releasing the stresses and worries that often weigh you down, allowing you to focus more clearly on what truly matters. Over time, this simple practice can help you cultivate a more centered, peaceful state of mind, guiding you towards a more intentional and balanced way of living. Now I'm going to tell you the gist. Of course, like any practice, putting salt in your shoes may not resonate with everyone. Some individuals might find the sensation unpleasant, or they might feel it doesn't align with their personal beliefs or needs, and that's perfectly acceptable. The beauty of such practices lies in their adaptability. They're not one-size-fits-all. The key is to approach this ritual with an open mind and a willingness to experiment. Try it for a few days, observe how it makes you feel, and be honest with yourself about the outcomes. If you find it doesn't bring you the peace or grounding you seek, there's no need to force it or continue. You can simply set it aside and explore other practices that might be a better fit for you. However, if you do notice a positive change, if the salt helps you feel more centered, more at ease, or better equipped to manage stress, then you may have discovered a powerful new tool for enhancing your well-being. Sometimes the most unexpected practices can have the most profound effects, and it's through exploration and openness that we discover what truly works for us. Putting salt in your shoes might initially seem a bit strange, but it could be a transformative element for your mental and emotional well-being. We've explored how this simple practice can help combat stress, foster positivity, and even boost your daily motivation. It's a small, uncomplicated act that can yield significant results, and who knows, it might just be the key to unlocking a happier, more balanced life. As we conclude, I want to encourage you to give this practice a try. It's easy, inexpensive, and requires no special tools or equipment. All you need is a little salt and an open mind. Whether you're grappling with stress, fatigue, or simply seeking a new way to reconnect with yourself, putting salt in your shoes could be the simple solution you've been searching for. And if you do decide to try it, I'd be thrilled to hear about your experience. Have you ever tried putting salt in your shoes, or any other unconventional life hacks? How did it make you feel? Did you notice any shifts in your mood or energy levels? Sharing your stories can help others who might be curious about trying it for themselves. In today's world, it's easy to become consumed by the demands of life and forget to prioritize self-care. However, sometimes the simplest actions can make the most significant difference. By taking a few moments to try something new, like putting salt in your shoes, you're giving yourself the gift of self-care and mindfulness. It's a small step that can lead to big changes, helping you feel more grounded, centered, and at peace. So as you go about your day, remember to care for yourself in small ways. Whether it's putting salt in your shoes, taking a few deep breaths, or simply pausing to appreciate the beauty around you, these small acts of self-compassion can have a profound impact on your well-being. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and healing. I hope you found this practice as intriguing and beneficial as I have. Until our next encounter, take care, and remember to stay grounded and present in all that you do.